Erin.
And I'm Erin.
It's time to air it out.
Hello.
People. It's been a long time
We have arrived.
coming. We have arrived.
It's been a long time coming.
Welcome to Airing It Out. So official.
Here we are.
The podcast
scared.
for all your Bravo, reality TV, pop culture, hot takes. Maybe not so hot takes, but we're here. And as we are business women,
Entrepreneurs, if you will.
entrepreneurs, we are supporting a Bravo business,
Yes.
Loverboy.
We have our, if you know, you know, Carl's a Mess merch on. It's very nice.
Okay.
If you are not aware of what Carl's a Mess means, just look it up. Okay? It's regarding Summer House. It's very funny. And it just gave me so much joy.
Yeah. And I just have the standard Loverboy, summer should be fun hoodie on because
Just the standard. I mean, the color, the font.
The font.
Say what you will about Amanda Batula. She has good design taste.
she does.
I have to say.
But it wouldn't have been
Minus the
anywhere. Minus the pun. Wouldn't have been anywhere if Kyle didn't coin the iconic phrase that summer should be fun.
Very true. Or
Anyway.
Carl's a Mess.
Yeah. Why don't we introduce ourselves
Yes.
and inform the audience a little bit about the Erins, your hosts. How about you kick us off? Where are you from? ASL.
Ooh, a little ASL throwback. Okay, so age, sex, location. For those of you who don't know what that means, it's a throwback to the AOL chat rooms back in the day.
That we should have not have been on.
No, it was
unsupervised.
actually very. I don't think anything creepy happened, but it was very creepy.
It-
Probably things happened that were creepy to others.
Yes.
Okay, very creepy times. This is before we had internet literacy situation with parenting. Okay, age 37, I think. Sometimes I think I'm older and I get confused. Sex, female. Location, Seattle. And that's where I was born and raised, in the area. Okay, I'm not claiming to be from the city. I'm from a small town called Snoqualmie, Washington. Very small town, okay?
It has a nice waterfall.
Great waterfall. When I grew up, there was 1,500 people, okay? Now there's like 10,000. So it's a big town for us now.
Up and coming.
Up and coming.
And I'm assuming you got into reality television, not being on it, but loving it because
Yes.
there was only 1,500 people in Snoqualmie, Washington.
100%.
Yeah.
There was only 1,500. Although we had a great old time, don't get me wrong.
Of course.
However, I will say I started watching reality TV. I remember watching The Real World in, I think, 4th or 5th grade. Way too young. Way too young.
Yeah.
Of course, I was sneaking it when my parents weren't around or whatever. But it was The Real World. It was Road Rules. That was like the beginning of reality TV. So
Yeah.
but ever since then, my entire life, I have loved reality TV. It's been my outlet. It's been humor. It's been the thing that I do at night when I want to relax. All of that stuff. And I feel like only recently-ish, the last maybe 10 years, I've just owned that fact. And reality TV has become a lot more popular and accepted. But up until then, it was very, ew, you watch reality TV, you must not be smart.
A guilty pleasure.
A guilty pleasure, which actually some of the smartest people I know watch reality TV for a reason, right? It's psychology. Reality TV
Is a mirror.
yes,
Yeah.
it's a mirror.
And what are you up to now?
So not a lot these days.
This?
This is important. So I'm getting my master's right now. I was a hairdresser for, I think, 12 years up until last year when I had my baby, who's now almost 1-year-old. And I'm getting my master's in couple and family therapy. So I'm on the verge
Yeah.
of being a therapist, which is why I want to bring the psychology into it and everything. So I'm a part-time student, care for my baby full-time, now part-time podcaster.
Going to be full time.
Going to be full-time everything. So
Because we're taking this thing to the top.
yeah, it's going to the top.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan who?
That's right. That's the spirit.
Taking him down.
Thank God someone has to.
Yeah, truly. Okay, so what about you? We need your ASL.
Okay. Well, my name is also Erin. Age 34, going to be 35 next week. I'm a Cancer, obviously. And location, Seattle. But I'm from Heartland, Wisconsin. Another smallish town. Not as small as Snoqualmie, but
Not a lot are.
a suburb of Milwaukee, the big city in Wisconsin. And kind of similar to you, I started with MTV, tried and true. I think The Real World Chicago is the first
Great
reality
That's great.
TV show that I have specific memories of watching. Again, obviously did not watch it with my parents. Definitely watched it in private because they would not have let me watch that.
No.
Debauchery.
As they shouldn't have.
But also, where were they? How did I finagle watching that entire season?
That was the days when we could just watch TV.
I had a TV in my bedroom.
Hours. Yeah.
That's
Bedroom. Everyone.
crazy.
Crazy.
But yeah, started with MTV, Road Worlds, The Challenge, and then obviously Laguna Beach, The Hills, all of that. But then I think college is when I really, really dove in, and it's been a love affair ever since. Probably the biggest constant in my life. And now I'm just a corporate girl working in an HR in tech in Seattle, like everyone does if you're in corporate America in Seattle.
As the kids say, a corporate baddie, if you will.
Oh,
Is that what they say?
do they?
I heard something about that on
Okay.
TikTok. I think that's what they say.
Maybe Gen Z says that.
Yeah,
but
it's not for us.
let the record reflect, I do not consider myself to be a baddie. But if someone wants to bestow that title upon me, I would entertain
You're
it.
like Karen Huger. You are bestowed a title.
Okay.
It was bestowed upon.
We love the Grand Dame here. Yeah.
We do.
So Erin and I actually met because she used to be my hairdresser.
For the longest time.
I was newly a transplant to Seattle, needed to fly back home for my cousin's wedding, and I desperately needed a haircut
Emergency.
and landed on a salon. I saw that they had a stylist named Erin, and I said, that's the one.
That's the one.
I followed her to multiple salon locations.
You did. Over the river and through the woods.
The most dedicated client probably
Yep.
ever. You're welcome.
It's true. I'm grateful. Hashtag blessed.
And now we're here.
Now we're here.
We're real friends. And we needed to start a podcast because
was
we have a lot of
necessary.
thoughts.
Yep.
It emerged when the West Side Story or the scandal broke.
There was a lot to say.
The amount of voice notes we were firing back and forth
Yeah.
to each other
It was too many.
while I was
The
at
world
my
had
job.
to know.
While I was at my job, mind you.
Yeah. But you know what? You were
Multitasker.
multitasking.
Yes.
Okay. You were getting it done.
Yes. And when did that happen? End of March? April,
like
May,
that, yeah.
June. 3 months later, here we are.
Here we are. We have a backdrop. We have microphones.
We get things done.
Things are sort of working.
We get things done.
Yeah, we get things done. Should we share what's in our Love is Blind beverages?
Yeah. I mean, mine's not super exciting. It's water.
Water is really good. I just peed and my pee was really dark. So I should probably have water.
Is that water that you're drinking?
This is Diet Dr. Pepper, the best beverage ever known to man.
I think that still technically hydrates you.
I'll tell myself it does.
Yeah.
We're women of beverages. We're women of reality TV.
Pop
We
culture
are women of
connoisseurs.
Pop culture connoisseurs. So that's what we're doing here.
Yeah. And
And we're just airing it out.
we're airing it out, trying to have, some layers to the conversation. Not just
We love a layer.
We love a layer. We love nuance.
Yep.
I think that's something that's severely lacking in lots of facets of society these days. Nuance, please bring it back. We're not just going to be recapping things,
Yeah.
giving our opinions, talking about how reality TV shapes the culture, but is reflective of the culture,
Yeah.
and how those dynamics we see play out in the world as well.
Yes. But also having fun.
Number
we can't
one
be
priority.
Too serious for too long.
No. I mean, this is not a serious space.
No.
Well, in honor of the 20th season of Real Housewives of Orange County, which I think is a cultural staple when it comes to reality television. I don't think you can have a conversation of reality TV.
It's where Bravo began,
Yeah, without thinking about the Housewives.
especially Orange County.
Yeah.
2006 was it?
I mean, that's
think
20
that's when it
years ago.
started.
It has to be.
Thank you.
Math. Women in STEM. Women in STEM.
Not my strong suit. Where were you in 2006? What were you doing with your life?
So, fall of 2006, I would have been a sophomore in high school.
Okay.
And I was a goody two-shoes teacher's pet brown noser. That is me.
I pray for my children to be that way.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't cause my parents headaches, so
Yeah.
you're welcome, Sandy and Mark.
Yeah. Sandy and Mark, you wouldn't have liked me.
I was just a good Christian girl.
She was a Christian woman, and I was the one that would have been screamed at that she's not a Christian.
She's not a Christian!
We can revisit how I define myself at a later moment.
Yeah.
because it's probably not that anymore, but
Yeah.
you know, that's where I was in 2006. What
Yep.
about you?
I graduated high school in 2006 and I was going to college and I was playing volleyball at the college. So I had a lot of fun doing that. And I was like secretly watching reality TV on the side because like when you first go to college, you want to be like, I'm the smartest, most different. She's not like other girls.
She's studious.
She's studious. Oh my God, main character moment. So you're never going to admit that you like reality TV or whatever. And so I would secretly watch Housewives and secretly watch those things, but I would have never told people about it. I was like, oh, let me read War and Peace or whatever on my spare time.
War and Peace. Yeah, I pretended to read Moby Dick because Matilda read Moby Dick in the movie Matilda.
Great movie.
And I was like, obviously I need to read the book about the whale.
Yeah.
I think I read the first page.
I don't think that book's for me.
No.
I just see it and I think it's not for me. But I would have done that in college. I mean, I read War and Peace. Like, who the hell reads War and frickin' Peace these days?
Probably a lot of people.
Probably a lot of not me.
Not Erin.
No, I do read a lot. For the record, I read a lot. Okay? That is not a book for me. Okay?
Okay. Well, the purpose of this first podcast is we want to celebrate all it is Housewives with the 20th season of Real Housewives of Orange County. So we took it upon ourselves to comb through the archives of all the moments, all the drama, all the tears from laughter.
So many tears.
And sadness.
Good and bad.
Good and bad. To bring to you, it's hard to say top 10 moments because I truly could not rank them, but 10 iconic moments that have happened throughout the world of Real Housewives. Not just Real Housewives of Orange County, but all of the cities.
Yep.
So we're going to dive in, and I think it's an important thing to know that you don't have to be a Real Housewives or Bravo super fan to appreciate these things. Like, I think when we were going through them, we wanted to objectively pick things that were hilarious, regardless of how much lore or context you have. And I think some really good examples are some classic Housewives taglines have become just part of the cultural lexicon, regardless if you know of Real Housewives or not. For example, there's a couple sounds that have gone viral on TikTok over the past couple years. But if you remember a TikTok sound that goes, "It's whack-a-doodle time. It is whack-a-doodle time." That's a quote from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
It is.
Lisa Rinna.
It's whack-a-doodle time. It is whack-a-doodle time.
There also is one that goes, "Today drained me."
Today drained me.
That's how I felt today.
It's how I feel every day.
My other favorite is that a lot of people, that was a TikTok viral sound that a lot of people didn't know early pandemic, was waking up in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
Thinking about so many things.
How can I forget one?
Gia.
Giudice. I was about to say Giudice because when they tried to be full Italian that one time, but that's not how they actually pronounce her last name.
Yeah. She was a little child and she sang that at this televised gathering and it was really funny.
Yeah, because she was torn up about her mom and her uncle fighting.
Yeah.
Sad. So yeah,
She was waking up in the morning thinking about so many things.
so many things, don't we all?
Thinking about so many things.
Wow.
Like that. I do my Gia pretty well.
Get a record deal. Oh my God.
In the morning, thinking about so many things.
So all that to say is if you are nervous about listening to the podcast because you don't watch a lot of Bravo, don't watch a lot of reality TV, we think there's a place for you here still.
Yep, exactly.
If you just need to listen, unwind, want to laugh or giggle a little bit, we're your gals. And we think we've curated a nice list.
Yep.
So again, disclaimer, this is definitely not all encompassing,
No.
but we think it's a well-rounded assortment.
Yes. We're going to go chronologically. All right. Okay. Number 1, first on the list, 2007, season 2, episode 2. We have Vicky and the family van. If you know, you know. I would say this one for me it just brought back such funny memories, and she's so iconic in her craziness that we had to include it.
Yeah.
So basically, they're taking a family vehicle to go on a cruise, and they have brought too many bags, and she's stressing.
Calling the car service, and she's very unhappy because how the heck are they all going to get to the airport?
How are they going to get to the airport?
Listen to me, this is not funny. We are going on a cruise, this is not funny. You have a little family van. When do you ever bring a family van to pick up 6 people? Okay? This is ridiculous. You guys are everywhere. Why are you sending a family van?
Honey, we're just gonna make this work.
Okay, let's go.
You know? Okay. We're open.
And you know what? Victoria Gunvalson has not changed a day since she's been
Not
on.
her face has changed.
There have been many iterations of her face.
Yep.
But I think that's
That's
one of the
who
best
she is.
things. The housewives that have stood the test of time, they are who they are.
They are who they are.
To their core. And how she presented herself in season 2, I just know is exactly what we're going to get in season 20.
And because for those of you who don't know, she was taken off the show here for the last few years, and then she's being brought back on
Yeah.
this season with Tamra. Tamra's still on, right?
She sure is.
Passed right now. It's Tamra. Is Gretchen still on there?
I don't think Gretchen's coming back. Heather Dubrow.
Okay.
Fancy
Well,
pants.
she's always going to be there.
Emily and Gina, which
They're all,
can we not?
there's there's a lot of people who agree with that statement.
Shannon Storms Bedore.
We love Shannon in this
We
house.
love Shannon Storms Bedore. And then I think a new gal that I don't know whose name is.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know there's one new person that seems to pick a fight with Vicky, which is on brand.
Well, that's
and on
great. I applaud anyone for trying to go head to head with Vicky Gunvalson.
Yeah. One thing you need to know about Vicky is she is a working gal. She
loves to work.
and she will ask you if you work and what you do for work. And if you don't work, she's going to ask you what you do because you don't work. Really has a strong work ethic, that one.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't live and have the same perspective on those things as she does, she questions you,
Yeah.
which I think is why that clip is so funny, because
Yeah.
she was like, well, obviously there are 6 people, 12 bags. Why do you bring this dinky van? Like,
Yeah.
this is not how logical working people would perform this task.
No. And you are performing it wrong. She would question me in my life right now.
Oh my God. She would question so many things about my life, but
That's okay.
she can
question away. I question a lot about her life. So there's that.
Oh my God. Yeah. There's so much we could get into with Vicky.
And we
Again,
will eventually, especially as the season progresses, which we will be talking about. Okay, shall we?
Number 2 is Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're taking it to the South.
Yep.
This is season 3, episode 5 from the year 2010.
The year of our Lord, 2010.
It involves one Phaedra Parks, who is an icon.
Sorry.
Who's an icon in Real Housewives. This was her first season on the show, and she's pregnant. And there is some questions that people have about her pregnancy journey.
Yep. And so here they are at lunch, and they're kind of all being polite Southern women dancing around the weirdness of her due date.
Phaedra, when was your due date?
And it was July, but this baby getting ready to come up out of here.
July? I thought you were 5 months pregnant.
Yeah, my due date was July 26th or August 1st.
But isn't it dangerous to have a baby at 6 and 7 months?
Not if everything's fully formed and his lungs are functioning.
I ain't never heard of no doctor do that. Me either. Right. That's real early. Yeah. I think it was really weird when Phaedra really couldn't give me a solid due date. I'm thinking, bitch, you don't know when you got knocked up.
But he's sitting on my bladder, and so I've had, a couple of weeks ago, I had a lot of bleeding.
Bleeding?
Yeah, and so I'm coming up out of here.
One thing I can do, and that's add. And what Phaedra is saying, it's not adding up.
So you're really more like 6 months?
I don't
It
know
takes
what I
about 6
know.
months?
I know they're going to do it at 34 weeks. So 34 weeks is when he's going to come.
Oh, okay.
Shut up! That is so stupid. Look, chicks from the hood, honey, don't even know who they pregnant by, and they know how far they are. It was either not his baby or she got pregnant before she got married.
And that's that.
There is so much to that clip.
My favorite is the trumpet sound in the background.
Yes. The early production and sound effects that they put on shows is really funny. Watch back. But you watch clips from Atlanta and you are just reminded how stacked that cast is. We have Phaedra.
We didn't know what we had when we had it
Sheree,
at that era.
Queen, Lanithia Leakes.
May we never forget.
May we never forget.
Nene Leakes, for me personally, this is my all-time favorite housewife.
Agreed, 100%.
She is, bar none, the best housewife to ever live. Funniest, everything, all of the above. Love her.
Yeah. But as I've never had a child or been pregnant, as someone that has had a child, everything that Phaedra was saying is just so insane, right?
It's very insane. It's akin to, and I know this happens, but it's very similar to me when people are like, I didn't know I was pregnant. You knew you, like, everyone knows they're pregnant. And yes, I know that this can happen and you don't have symptoms and whatever. I don't get it. This is how I feel about this. This is just that the math ain't mathing, and she is lying. You go to the doctor, every single time you go to the doctor, they talk about your due date. It's on the forms. You have to repeat your due date to them. It's all about these milestones of due date and everything.
But don't worry, if the lungs are fully formed, they can come out whenever.
And it's funny because they aren't fully formed until 34 or 35 weeks. So that's why it's scary to have a baby super early. It's funny because I forgot that this was her first season. This makes sense. I think this is one of those examples of she really thought she could get away with not saying the truth and stuff. And then you can't do that.
No,
you can't.
Across the board. Like,
no,
your castmates see through it. The audience sees through it. And you don't have longevity if you're not being honest. Because what's the point of you being on a reality television show if you're not going to be real?
Yeah, exactly. So that's our number 2, which Phaedra, we love Phaedra. I love the entire cast of Atlanta. That was the heyday for Atlanta. First maybe 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah.
And then I dropped off a little bit because it started to get not as interesting to me. Now I'm feeling like, okay, I'm ready to get back into it. I've heard it's very good. You're watching it.
Yeah. I hope. Yep. Love Atlanta. Those are my gals.
I watched the first 2 episodes of this season and I was like, yes, we are back.
I mean, Portia's back. Phaedra is back.
I love Portia.
Yeah.
I love Portia so much.
Our next clip, we're going to keep it in Atlanta. It is season 6, episode 5 from the year of 2013, the year I graduated college. We were just talking about how Nene is our number 1 housewife of all time. This clip is Nene at her peak. She is throwing the shade at another housewife, Kenya, who is a very divisive character in the world of Bravo.
What are your thoughts about Kenya?
Kenya, I put in the same category as I do Candace Dillard Bassett.
Okay.
She's a Real Housewife from Potomac, in that I think she intentionally goes too low. She's one of those people that says, I can say whatever I want because they're just words. It doesn't matter.
Words. Yep.
And you can say whatever you want back to me as long as it's just words. Because then I think back to that reunion clip when her and Portia get into an altercation, right? There's a little bit of violence there. And it's hard because I think some of the best housewife moments are because of Kenya. Like, Kenya Moore hair care. Do you know what that is?
That's when she went. Was that when she went into some kind of event or something like that? And yes. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So you can't take away her ability to create a moment and be iconic, but she's a hard one for me across the board.
I agree. I think she's a hard one for me because I find her in and of herself uninteresting, and her life. I don't enjoy. I don't feel like her life is real.
The ghetto. The ghetto. The ghetto. Hi. Oh, you dressed all show. Where you live, bitch?
You look good.
What is this, honey?
I had to move out of Kanye's house of horrors, so I thought this was the best option for me on a short notice.
This is not where I live. This is
where you live, honey. Let me see what's going on. Oh, Velvet, show me around. Oh, let me see. I was shocked, honey. I was in tears almost. And it has a white refrigerator. I was like, oh, not a white refrigerator. Girl, please put your shoes on. Let's go find you a home, honey. Oh, Lord. Kenya, what is going on up in here?
This is where I've been since that crazy lady started.
Let me see, child. Kenya is in a 2.3-star hotel. She definitely didn't want to pay over $129 a night. Okay, Kenya, I've called my realtor, and we're gonna go look at some places. And I also have a helicopter on the roof to take us about this camp, okay? Who knew we were gonna be twirling back to the hood, honey?
And that's that. Iconic. There's so much to unpack there.
Yep.
She put white refrigerators out of business.
I unfortunately have a white refrigerator at my apartment.
You know what? I have a white freezer in this room in the corner.
But
so
I do have that quote printed out and framed.
On the white refrigerator?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Just need to call it out.
And that's on awareness. That's on self-awareness.
Yeah. What else do you have to unpack in that clip?
The background music.
Again.
And the adding in like the ambulance noise and everything is so funny to me. The best part of the whole thing for me.
You don't think that was live?
It maybe, but I would not be surprised if they added that in there.
See, I'm so naive. I just assumed that was what was going on in the world when Nene got out of her car.
Because it's just the timing, because she says the ghetto, and then they're like,
yeah.
And then
you're right.
So
oh my God.
The
I never
timing.
even thought about that. That's
Yep.
crazy.
And Nene being in the highest heels ever. And then also Nene saying a 2.3 star hotel, which is so funny and so accurate. And sometimes, and I've watched that clip a lot of times, because my favorite thing to do whenever I need a laugh is to just look up Nene Leakes videos, sound clips, buy a wig if you know you know. What else does she have? Close your legs to married men.
Bling bling. Bitches is mad.
When she gets the watch. Oh my God. That is so... It's getting weird, but I gotta get this watch.
It's getting weird. But I still need to get this watch. Bling, bling, bling. Bitches is mad.
Okay, what's our next one?
We're taking it back to Real Housewives of Orange County. And
Taking
again,
it back to the beach.
To Vicki Gunvalson. So set the scene. This is going to be season 7, finale episode 20 in the year 2014. We are at Heather Dubrow's house. If you don't know who Heather Dubrow is, which I don't know if you do or not, but she's married to Terry Dubrow, who is a plastic surgeon. He's been actually a lot himself on a lot of reality television. I don't know if anyone remembers the show The Swan from back in the day.
Mm-hmm. That's where you got to start. And Botched. He was on Botched, but that was later.
But Swan is diabolical.
Mm-hmm.
They took women that were quote unquote ugly and literally give them a full makeover, like head to toe plastic surgery, haircut. I don't know. They probably took them shopping, got them on a different diet, everything. And at the end, they would do the reveal and they turned into a swan. So many things.
So gross.
There's so many things wrong with that. But Terry was one of the plastic surgeons on that show. And so they amassed a huge amount of wealth. Heather then came on Real Housewives of Orange County. And I think all of them, obviously, living in Orange County are wealthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have money, but she definitely was on a different tier than all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Their house was huge on a huge cliff overlooking the ocean. Anyway.
Their money confuses me and concerns me.
Yeah, because I'm also like, from being a plastic surgeon?
They must have family money.
Yeah.
That's my theory. That and yeah.
The finale was at their house. They were hosting a party. There's a lot of shenanigans that happened. That's when that chick, Sarah, ripped the bow off of Heather's cake. That caused the whole thing.
Yeah, do not rip a bow off of Heather Dubrow's cake.
Yeah.
Everyone.
But this was also the time when Vicki was dating a man named Brooks. And I'm
Notorious.
sure we will get into the lore of Brooks Ayers at some point in this podcast.
Notorious BROOKES.
He, to not bury the lead, lied about having cancer, which diabolical.
Yeah. Straight up
but
fabricated and was caught.
This episode was early on in their relationship. And
Scammer vibes.
There were definitely some red flags
Grifter.
that a lot of the women were feeling. And Vicki was best friends with a housewife named Tamra for a while. And Tamra was calling it like she seen it with Brooks, and Vicki did not like that, which made her reach her boiling point and led to this next scene.
Yes. So it's a bit of a three-part clip because I have a few. So here we go.
Tamra, what are you doing? We're friends.
He
Like,
just said 3 times.
Eddie, get
she
control
gave
of
me
Tamra.
You know what? You're wrong. I don't have him to take control of me. You said 3 times.
Wow, let's go.
She gave me the evil eye. Did you not say that, Brooke? Did you say that?
When you give her the evil eye, we'll take care of her.
Okay, but you're being disrespectful.
You're supposed to be my friend. No matter what. You don't talk that way to me or him, ever. You're supposed to be my friend. My friend, my soulmate, my sister. Then act that way. That means you have respect for the man I love.
I said, I don't think that he's good for you.
How do you know what's good for me?
That's my opinion!
The whole Brooks saga lasted far too long.
Way too long.
It just makes me sad because she clearly was desperate for
Yeah.
love and affection and companionship, that she would be willing to go to the bottom of the barrel.
The bottom of the barrel. Also, I'd like to note that everyone at this party has fur coats on. Was the theme fur, or was this just at a time in Orange County where if you went to a fancy thing at night outside, you wore a fur coat?
Well, so this is funny that we're talking about this now because last night I
2014?
actually watched this episode
Okay.
of the friend, soulmate, sister moment. As Vicky and Brooks were getting ready to depart for the party, Brooke shows up and bestows the fur coat on Vicky, and
Yes,
she was like,
this is the gift.
"Oh my gosh,
The on-camera gift.
I've never owned a fur before." And obviously, everyone is side-eyeing, like Vicky probably bought that for herself,
Yeah.
and had Brooks give it to her on camera to
Yep.
buy some goodwill from the fans because this man was
Probably
broke.
from Goodwill, if he bought it himself, which he didn't.
Which he definitely didn't, because he's broke. He moved in with Vicky. She was paying for him. He wasn't paying child support, so he did not have money to buy her a real fur.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No. What did the fur coat come in when he gave it to her?
It was just on a hanger.
That's so crazy. That was literally in her closet,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Just in her. Wow. Did Vicky ever talk about Brooks after the fact, that he was an asshole or anything, or did we just move on?
I think she did. There was something. It wasn't a huge discussion, but it was I was blinded by love, essentially. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Remember when I think they were
I
in
think
Mexico.
there had to be more
They
there.
were in Mexico. It's back when Blonde Bronwyn was on Orange County.
Oh, Lord.
And they were all, I think, in Mexico for something. And Vicky was yelling on the street, "I was conned."
Yes.
Yeah, that was essentially her.
I feel like Vicky would never admit to it.
Yeah.
To being conned, because there's no way that man did not con her. There is absolutely no way. But she wouldn't admit to that because she's the one who judges women for not having jobs. And
But she was saying she was conned in that episode.
yeah. But I think she kept the reality under wraps.
Yeah.
She could have said more
I
about
think
it.
that it was easier to say that she was conned over admitting that she went along with the cancer scam.
Okay. Oops. Did she know about the cancer? Like, we know that she knew that it was fake. Or did she believe that he had cancer?
I think the general consensus is she believed at first.
Okay.
But then she probably eventually realized that it was not factual. And she maybe went along with it for longer than she should have.
Yeah.
Thinking
it was probably going to be buried or
as soon as you
go
find
away.
something that out, you say bye.
Yeah.
And we're done with this relationship.
Yeah, she did not do that.
No.
Okay, our next one.
My God.
This one's a doozy.
We're going back
This is probably one of the most iconic scenes ever.
Yeah.
Scene-wise and audio-wise.
We're going back to the East Coast.
We're going back.
We're a Housewives of New York.
Yep.
Season 6, episode 20.
Yep.
We're staying in the same year, 2014.
2014, Year of Our Lord.
This deals with Aviva. I think she was on 2 seasons?
2 seasons.
Yeah.
I think she should have stayed on. I
Yeah.
think she was great.
She was some type of cuckoo, that's for sure.
She made great TV.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she had a prosthetic leg. And what happens is they're at a dinner and she's accusing Carol Radziwill of having a ghostwriter. So she throws these papers at Carol and is basically, she throws her leg. Okay. And I want
Let's
the
not mince
viewers
words. She
to
threw
note,
her leg.
There's a few things in this scene that are notable. One, Luann is sitting at the head of the table with one of her statement necklaces. And if you know anything about Luann de Lesseps, she loves a statement necklace. And when I say statement, I mean could be the immunity necklace in Survivor. Okay? This one in particular is probably like some of the gems and everything are the size of this glass. And
she
they're
loves
always very
turquoise.
long.
She
Yeah,
loves
her
turquoise.
turquoise, loves her topaz.
Mhm.
So that's what's going on here. And that's at a New York City dinner. And then the other thing is Aviva has a nice camel colored, very high stiletto. attached to her leg, which honestly, very impressive, I have to say. Her ability, I can't walk in a heel like that anymore. So to be able to do that with a prosthetic leg, amazing. Love it. Okay, so here we go.
And you find us really hurtful, I find that laughable. Well,
Let me tell you something, Heather. The only thing,
Keep it together, Aviva.
the only thing that is artificial or fake about me.
And the leg hits the table. And now the leg goes across the room.
They say this is the last straw. I mean, this is the last leg.
God damn it, Luann.
Okay, so someone I know has a prosthetic leg, and I don't know
Have they ever thrown it across a room?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of. I don't know much about it, but I know it takes a second to take the leg on and off.
Yeah.
It's not just a quick boom, the leg is off. My thing that's so funny about this is that she was prepping the leg under the table to get ready. And good for her for making this cinematic moment and for making TV history for us.
TV history.
And for that, we appreciate Aviva.
My favorite part of this clip is after she slams the leg on the table, the camera pan to everyone in the room.
Yep.
And catching all of their reactions.
Yes.
Everyone is so aghast at what they just witnessed, because how absurd is that? This is why I love...
This is a body part.
It's a body part.
It's a literal body part.
You can't script this. Like,
No.
no one, if you're a screenwriter and wanting to write a film...
You
This
absolutely cannot.
This is absolutely a time when reality is stranger than fiction.
Yep.
And I love it because this wouldn't happen anywhere else.
Nowhere else. Nowhere else would this happen. It's so iconic. It's so amazing. It's so mic drop. It's leg drop. It's not even mic drop. It's leg drop.
It's leg drop.
The leg drops. How do you go from there? The night is over.
It's over.
If someone throws a leg, the night is over.
I do think everyone dissipated after that happened.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about these shows is they always have to film in the brightest light and everything. And so they're just having these parties with no music and really bright light. And just imagine that. So we're setting the scene.
Couldn't do it. Couldn't be me.
And for that, we say thank you, Aviva, for your service.
Next one is we are still staying in New York again. This is one from Real Housewives of New York, season 10, episode 1. Wow. The season started out with a bang.
Yep.
The year's 2018. This is with Dorinda Medley, who, another very iconic figure.
Very iconic.
In the Housewives world.
I want her to come back. Is she coming back to the next one? The reboot or whatever they're doing?
I don't know who all is part of that Ultimate Girls Trip 20th anniversary.
I hope she is. I like her on TV. I think she's funny and insane.
I do. I think I don't know. She's a tough one for me. Like, when she's good, but I think she's one. I do need some sense of Housewives having a finger on the pulse of reality and having a bit of self-reflection.
That's not her.
That is not her.
No.
And when you try, not even like criticize her, but when you try to give her feedback, she gets mean in a very defensive way.
Yeah.
And that to me is really off-putting.
And there's always a little alcohol mixed in there.
Yeah.
And so the slurring and the defense. Yeah.
Yeah. But she has two of my favorite quotes of all time from Real Housewives. One is, "Money talks, but wealth whispers."
Ooh.
It's what I aspire to be.
Same.
And then the other one is, "Say it, forget it, write it, regret it." So honestly,
that's what the children need to know these days.
Just some wise and sage life advice
Yeah.
from Dorinda. So I think ultimately I would choose to have her back on my screen. Yes. But this is a Halloween party, this clip.
Something like that. Yeah. Dorinda she's had some really funny moments where she's been extremely wasted. This is her describing how she obtained her dress, which is Lady Gaga bubble dress. That's all you need to know. And here we go.
After the nap, I can stay in my apartment. No, not out. I'll make a roast chicken. I'll get 4 bottles of gray wine, and we'll sit there, close the door, and we'll tell our deepest, darkest secrets, and then go to sleep in my bed.
Okay.
Watch Ghost Hunters.
Yeah, Ghost Hunter.
On a scale from 1 to drunk, Dorinda's like an 8.
How'd you get the bubbles? I had the guy from SNL, Saturday Night Live, who did it for Andy Samberg. The NSL person who made this for me. She's now working for Sesame Street. Adam Sandler's thing did it for me.
Adam Sandler's thing did it for you?
Anna Sandberg's thing did it for me. They did a skit for NSL with Lady Gaga and Anna Sandberg. The guy that did it did my dress.
Good.
We lost a couple of bubbles.
Dorinda's blackout. It doesn't matter what we do because Dorinda's not going to remember any of it. So it's.
Yes, let's go.
Oh, God. I'm telling you, that orange bubbly drink was not nice.
Good night, ladies.
Hey, Dorinda has no wig and no bubbles. I'm taking your bubbles home.
How about that hostess?
All right, come on, baby.
I want to sing.
Let's go to. And Luann says, I want to sing. Let's go to a karaoke bar. She's clearly wasted. Also, she is dressed as Diana Ross. Luann is a white woman. She is dressed as Diana Ross. Is it black?
In every way.
In every way. In every way, including darkening the color of her skin to a tan level that's clearly to emulate the skin color of Diana Ross. It was problematic.
Yeah. And obviously none of them called her out on it because why would they?
None of them called her out on it.
I wish I was more on. I've recently gotten into Reddit. Not recently, maybe in like the last year or so, year and a half. Love a subreddit, love scrolling those comments. I really wish I would have been active on Reddit when this aired because I would have loved to see what the internet had to say.
Yeah. I also think that the fact they're in New York City is important because in New York, I've noticed from the time I've spent there, you can actually say anything in New York, and it doesn't make it so people are agreeing with you and think it's okay. But people just see crazy shit all day long in New York City, and there's all different political angles. There's people from all over the world. So it actually doesn't surprise me that this happened in New York and nobody said anything because people just live and let live there to a point where you're like, okay, that's crazy. And that is what was going on.
All right, for this next clip, we're keeping it on the East Coast, but we're just going a little bit south, east. I don't actually know the geography of New Jersey.
New Jersey is east.
We're going to New Jersey.
Northeast? I don't know. Sorry. New Jersey.
First
people.
On the East Coast.
Yeah.
We are season 9, episode 15, season finale. We are in the year of 2019. They were at some party. I can't remember whose event it was, context around it.
Just one of those housewife moments where they're at a thing.
Yeah. This is a season where a problematic housewife from the first 2 seasons returns. Her name is Danielle Staub.
And why is she problematic, Danielle? I don't know much about her. I'm not deep in the lore of New Jersey.
Well, she's the one that caused Teresa to do the table flip. Their problem with her at the beginning was essentially lying about her life, probably had some nefarious connections to some not so good people, caused a scene at the Manzo's family business. They just really didn't like her. Honestly, probably all of those reasons. I don't think it had to have been as dramatic the first couple of seasons as it needed to be. But remember the first reunion for season 1 of New Jersey when Caroline was like, you know what you did.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't remember what the rumor is that she did, but it was something with the Manzo
Well, those
family.
people are deep in the mob lore and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So I think when Caroline's saying that, it's something very dark and deep and not just like you said something or you killed someone or, whatever.
So ever since then, she
allegedly not saying that about Danielle. I'm just saying mob vibes.
She did something and then she just was cast as this overall bad, evil, nefarious person. And then she came back, kind of had an alliance with Teresa, which we can all have our thoughts about Teresa. I do identify as a tree hugger. Sorry.
I feel neutral about her. I think she makes good TV.
Oh, interesting. Okay, that will be a good conversation at some point. But Danielle is causing a ruckus at this party, and another housewife, Margaret, needs to take it into her own hands.
And she sure does by putting her husband in the pool.
Hold on a second.
What just happened?
That's not good.
Oh my God.
That's my point. He's an emasculated mother.
I think you're the one emasculated now, shithead. Your husband's in the pool.
What?
Who threw my husband in the pool? Me and my husband.
Is so funny.
So funny. Because It's such a silly thing to have happen.
Yes.
And then the accent, your husband's in the pool.
Me and my husband. And then she just walks away. It's so
nonchalant.
Funny.
Yeah.
So because I'm not deep in the lore, I see Margaret.
Yep.
Yes. On social media and everything. And I see clips of her and I've seen her here and there. I think I like her. She seems like good TV. I don't know.
Yeah. I think objectively you can say she's good TV. Because again, I identify as a tree hugger, which is a fan of Teresa Giudice, which is, I think, a unpopular opinion.
We love an unpopular opinion. That's all good with us.
In the last few seasons, Margaret lost the plot a bit for me. New Jersey's been off for a bit of time, so nothing's super fresh in my mind, but just the way her and Teresa were battling, I think Margaret held on to maybe some stuff longer than she needed to and was just being difficult. And honestly, I probably feel that way because I'm a fan of Teresa. If I wasn't a fan of Teresa, I could see how I would be 10 toes down obsessed with Margaret all the time.
She's quite a character, Margaret.
Yeah. She has some good lines. Definitely iconic. Bleached hair. When she was first on the show, wore pigtails all the time.
Adults with pigtails scare me.
Yeah.
Pigtail braid is one thing. That could work. It's the pigtails without the braid and you're an adult. That's scary.
Yeah. And like a real fluffy bang. It was a look, that's for sure.
She's got a look.
It's got a look. This next one is so important to me.
This next one is great TV.
It's so pivotal in the world of Housewives that I gifted you a mug with part of this quote on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And guess what? I dropped the mug. I've never admitted that to you.
Oh my God.
I was so sad.
Oh no.
And it broke beyond repair.
It shattered. Oh my God.
And I'm telling you this now.
Okay.
And I'm sorry.
I mean, it's fine.
But the mug lives on.
Okay.
And
in memory.
And the mug is repaired in this podcast.
In this moment.
Emotionally.
Yeah.
And that's how much we love this show, is that I didn't have the heart to tell her that the mug dropped about 6 months after she gave it to me.
Oh, it was quick.
That's not that quick for me, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
I was pretty impressed that I could. I dropped
Clumsy.
things.
Okay.
Yeah.
All that to say, we are taking it back west and we are going to Salt Lake City. Season 4, episode 3. We'll say probably 2023. That feels right. They are all in Palm Springs on a little cast trip. A couple of the wives are beefing. And again, alcohol is involved because when isn't it? And a housewife, Meredith, just has some things to say.
Yep. And I'd like to point out a couple things happening. I'm going to play 3 different short clips from this. The first one is pointing out the fact that they all wore outfits that were chosen by someone else. And if you know anything about Salt Lake City, you know that Mary Cosby has some very iconic lines. And I just wanted to play this one that happened right before what is known widely in the Bravo community as rumors and nastiness. So we'll start here with Miss Cosby. We're in Palm Springs. We're on a trip. We are entering the dinner.
Lisa, whoever picked out your outfit, they don't like you. Like, you should know that going forward.
You're being very rude. Well, you can leave then.
No, Meredith, I'm not going anywhere.
This is not your dinner. You can leave.
I'm not leaving.
You were not invited by me. You can go.
What is your issue with me?
Why do you want to be here? You're just a user.
A user?
You don't want to even start with me, sweetie pie. Get out.
Stop! Oh Monica, don't tell me what to say.
This is lame and embarrassing for you.
Oh, Meredith,
I'm not interested.
Lame and embarrassing. You're f***ing embarrassing, and I'm going to tell you.
Don't say that. You can leave. Excuse me, sir. Could we get security, please? Could we get security? She refuses to leave.
I'm going to tell you what.
Excuse me. She needs to leave. I'm the hostess of the dinner, and her behavior is not acceptable. I'd like for her to leave.
I'll do whatever I can.
I'm 5 espresso martinis in, but even I know that guy is a waiter, not security.
That English accent out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Okay, and so that wasn't even the rumors and nastiness part. Now we are in the actual part.
Like, no, if I were to go for the jugular and talk about the rumors, the nastiness about her, well, I can do that. You know what? You want me to go there with her husband? I can go there. Don't. With me.
Okay.
Tell her to go off.
Tell her to fuck off.
She goes, tell her to fuck off. The New York comes out, and we have the English.
Rumors, nastiness. Want me to have a husband? I really got that one down.
The rumors and the nastiness. Okay, and then I must play. So that was very social media iconic when it came out. And there were lots of remixes and such. I think this one's the most popular, which was created by T. Kyle on TikTok. And it geniusly mixed the Lindsay Lohan song Rumors with the phrase from Meredith Marks.
The rumors, the nastiness, the rumors, the nastiness. You want me to go there with her husband? I can go there. You can leave.
The rumors.
The nastiness.
Oh my God. Wow. Salt
and this
Lake.
is why we do what we do, people.
Salt Lake was an instant hit, just right from the beginning.
Salt Lake reminds me of Rhode Island.
Yep.
In that it's just comedy. And that's what I love about it, is it's pure comedy. Of course, there's like darkness in there and there's whatever, but it's not this, everything is just light. Like it's just funny. And these women, they go to like these god awful locations. Like they're in parking lots, they're in whatever, and they're just so funny that it doesn't matter. It does not matter where they are. They are just killing it. Okay, next.
Back to the East Coast. This time in Miami.
R.I.P.
All right.
Is it on pause?
It's on pause.
Pause.
My theory is allegedly it's on pause because of Todd's lawsuit against Bravo. And his whole issue is the way he was talked about and mentioned. And so obviously if that's a big part of Alexia's life, they can't filming right now because they got in trouble. That's why there's the lawsuit, because of him. So
there is currently a lawsuit against Bravo.
Yeah, I think Todd filed it. So that's my theory of why it's on pause, because they
want to clear that up before they move forward. Okay.
That's again unverified, but all that to say, this is a clip from season 7, part 2 of the reunion. Pretty recent, last year, 2025. Backstory is it's a fight between two housewives, Adriana and Julia, who were longtime friends. Julia was kind of one of Adriana's only partners in crime on the show. Like she really had severed relationships with the rest of the women. But this past most recent season, their relationship became fraught. And the season started off when they were on rocky ground, and it just got worse. And then it came to a head at the reunion where they were each talking about some decisions that they made in their private lives. And Adriana takes it to a place that I, again, don't think anyone could have imagined up.
No, they couldn't have. Is it true that there was some affair going on with Julia and?
Well, that's what she says, that her and Adriana were having a tryst.
They're having a tryst. And then
Julia is married to a woman.
Yes.
Adriana, as far as we know, has always presented herself in straight relationships.
Is she married?
I don't think she's married. Yeah.
But she has been with men.
Yes.
Publicly.
Yes.
Okay. And so Adriana is spilling the tea about Julia right now. And we don't need any more introduction. No. We're just going to go in.
She was in a bad place. She was cheating on Martina with a Haitian mortician. That's when you told me everything. You were with a Haitian mortician. You should take him to the motel, pay for the motel, bring the champagne, and had to give him a coffee machine as a gift. You forgot about that little bit? Bitch.
Is it the coffee machine for you? Because it is for me.
She had to give him a coffee machine as a gift.
Had to. Also, I love how it's a Haitian mortician.
Yeah.
For some reason, we needed the nationality. And then the fact that he's a mortician is so funny to this whole thing. And if he is a mortician, Why does he need a coffee maker?
I don't. None of it.
They're just not one in the hotel room.
It's like none of it makes sense.
None of it.
Which is why it's so great.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Okay, the last one on our list, the most recent one.
Yeah, this is crazy that we're already at the end.
I know.
Going back to Salt
It's
Lake.
been a good time.
But
Yes.
going back to Salt Lake, this most recent season 6, episode 5, there are 2 housewives. One of the icons of my life, baby gorgeous Lisa Barlow.
You do love a Lisa moment.
Love a Lisa moment. She's fighting with Angie, who Meredith was fighting with in the earlier clip that we played. So Angie likes to get herself in the mix, you know. And they are at an event and they're arguing, and there's some miscommunication of what they're trying to argue about, and it was really funny.
It was really funny. And this is one of a little bit of our, we have, it's a 2-part clip, and it's just so good and so many gems in there. This argument makes no sense. I don't even know what they're arguing about.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. What matters is more just the pettiness. The level of pettiness that they're out petting each other is so funny. So here we go.
You're jealous of my face now. Oh my gosh. This is Angie. You're so jealous.
You look like you've been in a wind tunnel.
Listen, do you want me to go dark with you? Do you want to go f***ing dark? You want to stand up? What are you standing on, Shorty?
Are you taller than me?
I am.
No, you're not.
By at least 3 inches, Shorty.
My gosh.
Shorty.
And then we have a part 2.
Such a
Oh my gosh.
She just pick up my black cards and go to Nordstrom.
Honey, I don't shop there, but you do.
You don't shop at Nordstrom? Your boyfriend does.
What about Soup Man, bitch? What about Soup Man, bitch?
What is Soup Man?
What is a f***ing Soup Man?
Wasn't there some like Seinfeld thing with soup?
Soup Man?
I'm starving.
Come over to the water with me.
I don't know what Soup Man is.
The world.
I think that's a question for Terrence.
What's Soup Man? Say it, Lisa.
Angie, shut your f***ing mouth.
Not the Nordstrom shade.
I was not loving the Nordstrom shade as our hometown company over here. I was dying over every single thing in that.
Yeah.
Angie is throwing black cards on the table. We have Heather, who's always just has never seen anything in her life ever. It's like, wow, is that a black card?
Oh my God. Don't get me started on Heather Gay.
Can you give us a 30-second quick read on Heather?
I think Heather is the grown-up version of someone that's in their early 20s that peaked in high school that likes to say, I'm not like other girls. She's the adult version of that. I don't think she's funny.
No.
I think she lives her life like it's a bit, but she's serious about it. And I think she's just trying too hard. It worked the first season of Housewives because it was novel, it was new, we didn't know her, but she's kept this shtick going, and I'm over it.
Yeah, I could see that. I think the comedy's run out. I want to see a little more of a real side to her.
Right, and that's the thing. That's why I was so annoyed again, because she was arguing with my number 1, Lisa Barlow. So I'm in defense mode. I'm a Cancer. I
She's
have
already
to
there. She's ready.
Be defensive of people that I love, and obviously I love Baby Gorgeous.
Lisa, Baby Gorgeous.
But she was yelling because she wanted realness from Lisa, but she herself isn't real. It's all a facade. I don't know who Heather is at the core, except that she's a bad Mormon, which again, shtick.
I'd say she tends to decide on a plot that she wants to reveal or perpetuate, and then she continues to do so. She's very committed to kind of making her sound clips and her viral moments and everything, because we all know receipts, timeline, screenshots. Great moment, hilarious. However, it's like she's trying to do that again and again, and I find it really disingenuous. And I don't really get who she is. I don't understand that. I get that she has religious trauma. I get all of these things, but she is very like, I think your point is good. She's kind of stuck in the past, and I would be curious to know more about that.
Yeah.
I think she's trying to live in this evolved way, but that she thinks is evolved, but she's just copying others, thinking that she's not actually doing what's like right for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a little tangent on Heather Gay.
Yeah.
But back to Soup Man.
So funny.
Yeah. I think she meant to say suit. man.
Yeah, that's what she said later. It was
Yeah.
suit man.
Yeah.
But the fact that it just kept being soup man is so funny.
And was it Mary that said, "Who's Soup Man? I'm hungry"?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Amazing.
That's our list.
And we did it.
So if that hasn't convinced you to watch Housewives, if you don't already watch Housewives, I'm not sure what else will. Actually, probably a lot of things. But I love a stroll down memory lane.
It's such a good stroll down memory lane. And it was so fun putting these clips together.
Yeah.
It was so fun looking into them and having all these memories come back and seeing clips that like I had never, because I don't watch a lot of New Jersey, I had never seen your husband's in the pool like
It's a
played
tragedy.
out, and it was so funny.
I'm glad. And so that's the intro to us and the podcast. I think you can expect from here on out weekly episodes, but talking about the current shows.
Yep. Reality TV. But whatever's going on in the world.
Whatever's going on in the world. Obviously, we love a pop culture moment.
Yep.
Reality TV forms a lot of pop culture, or informs it, I should say. But yeah, we're just going to be talking about the weekly happenings, our thoughts and opinions, because, again, the world needs more of those.
Yeah.
Especially
if
from
there's
us.
one thing I have, it's an opinion.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. In the words of what's her face?
Camera.
Yeah.
What a full circle moment, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Great.
So there we go. Ta-ta for now.
Ta-ta for now. Don't forget, it's always a great time to air it out.